This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are either the products of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe. This is episode number 32 of the Broken Hearts Club, a series about love and heartbreak in all its forms. A new episode is released every Wednesday. You can find us on social media. It had been 47 days since Amelia last saw Kai. Not that she was counting. Every morning, she'd stare at the blank space on her bed where Kai used to sleep. The soft dent in the pillow never fully rose again, like it, too, was mourning her absence. They met in spring, when cherry blossoms painted the park in delicate pinks. Kai had been sketching the trees, cross-legged on the grass, pencil tucked behind her ear, lips pursed in concentration. Amelia had tripped literally over her own shoelace right in front of her. Instead of laughing, Kai looked up with concern, offered her hand, and smiled. That's when Amelia's heart first skipped. Their love had bloomed as quickly as the cherry blossoms faded. Late-night calls turned into shared breakfasts. Strangers became friends, friends turned into lovers, and suddenly the thought of life without Kai seemed impossible. But then Kai had to leave. "I need to go," she had said one late July evening, sitting on the fire escape of their apartment. "My mom needs me back in Seoul. It's temporary. I promise." Amelia had knotted her throat tight, her hands gripping Kai's fingers like she could anchor her here just by holding on. "How long is temporary?" Kai kissed her forehead, brushing a tear away. "A few weeks. Maybe a month?" It had been longer. Now, August was fading, and Amelia was fading with it. Every place held a piece of Kai. The little ramen shop down the street where they'd had their first date. The bookstore where they argued over whether vampires or werewolves were cooler. The old record player Kai insisted on rescuing from a thrift store, even though it skipped half their favorite songs. Amelia still played those records, even the ones that skipped, especially those. She kept messaging Kai, of course. They talked daily at first. Then every few days. Now, sometimes a week would pass. Kai always apologized. "I'm sorry, baby. Things are hectic. Mom's not doing great." Amelia understood. She did. But understanding didn't soften the ache in her chest. One rainy Tuesday, Amelia wandered into the park again. The cherry trees were green now, lush and tall. She sat beneath their favorite one and pulled out her journal. Words spilled like tears. "I miss you in the quiet moments, in the way my coffee cools beside me, untouched, in the way I reach out in my sleep and find nothing but cold sheets. I miss the way you made this city feel like home." She didn't expect the soft footfall behind her, nor the familiar voice. "You always did, right? Like you were bleeding, babe." Amelia turned around so fast she nearly fell over. "Kai?" There she was, standing in the drizzle, her umbrella crooked eyes wide and teary, with that same pencil tucked behind her ear. Amelia ran, not metaphorically, literally, into Kai's arms, which folded around her with a strength that shattered. Something in her chest, relief, longing, anger, love. "I thought you weren't coming back," Amelia whispered into her shoulder. "I didn't want to stay away this long," Kai said, burying her face in Amelia's neck. "I missed you every day, every second. But I had to be there, and I didn't want to come back until I could stay. Amelia pulled back, blinking. Stay, Kai nodded. I found a remote design job. I'm home, Amelia, if you'll still have me. For the first time in weeks, the gray clouds didn't feel so heavy. Of course I will. Stupid. Amelia laughed through her tears. But you're never allowed to disappear for 47 days again. Kai grinned. You counted? Amelia playfully shoved her. Don't flatter yourself. They sat together under the tree, arms tangled like the roots below them, and watched as the rain painted the world new again. Sometimes missing someone doesn't mean they're gone forever. Sometimes it just means the universe is giving your heart room to remember how deeply it can love. The end. If you enjoyed this episode, please check out the playlist on our channel. We also have a podcast available on various platforms. The Broken Hearts Club is a safe space for anyone who has ever loved, no matter how you identify, what your relationship status is, or who you love. We welcome you here. If you have a story you want to share, send us a message. We want to hear from you. Coming next Wednesday is episode number 33, titled Dog Days, where a woman goes to extreme lengths to keep her best friend from moving away. Until then, here's a quote from this episode to remember. I thought you weren't coming back. I didn't want to stay away this long. I missed you every day, every second. But I had to be there, and I didn't want to come back until I could stay. The Broken Hearts Club is created by me and produced by me. Our logo and cover art is by Megan Lara at meganlara.com. Original music for the podcast is composed by Josh Woodward at woodward.com. Sound design and editing for this episode was done by me. You can find me online. And special thanks to our supporters whose names you can see on screen now. Your support allows us to keep producing these stories, and we appreciate you so very much. I'll see you next Wednesday.